about you. We love Ella so much that we decided to stay here for a week. So in the next few days, I'm going to be putting out multiple videos of everything that we do here in Ella. Today we're going to go to the tea plantation and then go to one of the famous temples here. So grab your pashmina and let's go. One thing I don't like about Ella is that they don't use their rideshare app here. It just doesn't work here. The rideshare app is called Pick Me. It works pretty much everywhere else, but this is so that the tuk-tuk drivers can charge a lot more than it should cost. So even though the tea plantation was about a 15-minute tuk-tuk ride, and then the temple was another 15-minute tuk-tuk ride, and then about 10 minutes back into the city center, this cost us 5,000 rupees, which I think comes to about $16, which honestly is a lot more than we would pay in any other part of Sri Lanka. So just keep that in mind. Pick Me does not work here. I actually put that in one of my other videos, but I now learned that Pick Me doesn't even work. So make sure you always have small bills on you, because another thing that I've learned is if you have 1,000 rupees, they're gonna say that they don't have any small bills back, and they'll actually show you that they only have 1,000s, and then you can't get any cash back. So say your ride was only 500 and you give them 1,000, they're gonna try to take that other 500 unless you go get cash somewhere else. So just keep that in mind. I found that a little sleazy, but I know they're working hard for their money, and we like to tip well, but I don't like dishonest people. And of course, not everyone is like that, but just something to keep in mind. So we started off with the tea plantation, and there's a few different ones in Ella, but we picked this one specifically because it's organic. So this is apparently the only organic, or at least this is what they told us, the only organic tea plantation in Ella. And they said only 1% of the plantations in Sri Lanka are actually organic, and that means they don't use any pesticides or anything. So we tried to opt for more natural things, so of course this was the one that we wanted to go to. And the ride up to the plantation was so beautiful. It had one of the best views, and it was pretty affordable. This was 3,000 rupees each, which equals $10, but the whole thing lasted about 2 hours. They taught us about all the different teas, how to make black tea, white tea, and green tea, which I'll show you soon, and all their different plants and everything. And then we actually got to try all of the different kinds of tea, and even some palm sugar, which was my absolute favorite. So let's get started. He's going to show us exactly how to make black tea, green tea, and white teas. So I hope you enjoy.
And spices. Firstly, you can see our fruit and spices. This one, there's a turmeric, kurkuma. You can smell and you can share. I grow local variety. There's a plant, turmeric. Do you know turmeric? Wow. European people like drink with milk. You can make golden milk, but we use for cooking. Avocado tree. Do you know avocado? There's avocado. There's a fruit. Now avocado. It's ready to main season. We have two main seasons. April and September is our main season. There's an avocado tree. Our country, up country is the best place for avocado. We have two main seasons. Do you know I can get 1,000 avocado from this one plant per season?
Wow.
Yes.
I'll be in heaven.
I know.
We can dry direct sunlight. We can make black pepper. And after ripe red color one we crush, peel out and dry white pepper. White pepper and black pepper from same seed, same plant. It go to different processing system. There's another spicy, world famous spicy, cinnamon. Cinnamon plant we grow like this. Cinnamon we always use this plant outside is king. Outside is king. We have a special tool. After grow up 3 meters, we cut the tree. We cut one line, round peel out, and after dry, we can export. You can buy from your market. You can see everywhere, every time cinnamon round peel, because we cut one round peel out. We always use this plant outside is key. Egg fruit. Wow. This one, Google say egg fruit. Our local name different, but Google say egg fruit. Scientific name can spell like this. Egg fruit. Taste and look like boiled egg yolk.
You gotta find one of those.
Yeah.
That's why Google say egg fruit. And normally you know about eggplant. Eggplant is a vegetable. Today you can see egg fruit. There's a coffee tree. Do you know coffee? There's a coffee, two main variety. There's a main variety, two main variety coffee, Arabica and Robusta. This one Arabica one, this one Robusta one. There's a different Robusta plant little bit tall, Arabica plant very short. And thereafter seed shape different. This one oval shape, Robusta one round shape. Arabica one light taste, Robusta strong taste. Coffee is a world famous drink. Most people like drink Arabica one. I have both variety and I grow little bit coffee trees like this. It for us and it for my visitors, not for sale. I grow organic system, especially I grow organic system and I make homemade coffee. I have no big machine. I use natural ways and basic tool. At last we will discuss step by step how to make homemade coffee. Today you can learn how to make homemade coffee and you can taste our homemade coffee. Baby light color leaves like this one. There's a tea leaves. Color one not good for make dry powder. We want to very baby leaves. This dark color one we leave it. It's useful for grow up tea tree. We want very baby leaves for make dry powder. Our hand level, especially we want to continue our hand level because it is easy to pluck tea leaves. And thereafter we pluck very baby light color leaves. Firstly, you can take photo. And thereafter, if you like little bit eat these leaves, you can eat. It's a little bit bitter, bitter taste. Today you can eat fresh leaves.
You can eat this instead of making tea. Still wake up.
Yeah, you can't sleep. No, it's a joke.
Tastes like a grass.
Yeah, take like a grass.
What's it taste like?
I'm rechanging my guess to Russian.
You
Grass.
said that you
Oh, there's no bitterness to it.
So many
There's the
Russians.
tea.
It was the obvious.
Everything.
Oi.
Yes.
This plant we have different variety. This variety and this variety different. The coffee there's a two variety, Arabica and Robusta. But tea we have more different variety. Today you can see there's a green color variety and there's a red color variety. Can I give you? Yeah. And your favorite black tea, green tea, white tea, more different flavor tea we make using same leaves, same plant. It want more different processing system. It want more machines. We are small growers. We have no big machine for make dry powder. That's why our fresh leaves we sell to tea factory. There's a big company called Plantation Limited. They have machine. They have tea factory. They make tea powder. We are small growers. We have land. We grow tea tree and our fresh leaves we sell to them. Normally we work 6 hours per day. 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. we pluck tea leaves.
Wow.
After 2 p.m. tea factory lorry come to our village. They collect fresh leaves daily. We sell our fresh leaves daily. But they pay monthly. They pay monthly. Once every 10 days we can pluck tea leaves. Once every 10 days. And thereafter this plant every month. No special season. Once every 10 days we can pluck tea leaves. Thereafter this plant need to grow up very quickly. It want more fertilizer. It want more nitrogen. Our country we grow 99% non-organic system. Non-organic farmer, they add more chemical fertilizer, they spray more chemical vitamin, they get more harvest. Our country, 1% we grow organic system. I like organic system. Last 10 years, I continue my garden with organic system without any chemicals. I use compost, biofertilizer, organic fertilizer only. Thereafter, our harvest, 30% go down, but I like organic system. Our area, Ella, Bandaravela, Haputale, Badula district, everywhere you can see tea tree. Hundreds of tea factories. But do you know we have only one organic tea factory?
Wow.
Our country we grow 1% organic system. Our area we have only one organic tea factory. They are certified organic tea factory. We are certified organic farmers. Very little bit organic farmers. And our fresh leaves mainly we sell to them. And thereafter we both together, especially we make organic tea powder. Do you know our export company and Plantation Limited? They get millions of profit per year, but they pay very little bit for us for our fresh leaves. Normally they pay monthly. 1 dry kilo powder need 5 fresh kilo. Last month, March, our organic tea factory, they paid 1 fresh kilo, 235 rupees.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, $half, 60 cents US dollar.
Wow.
And our area non-organic tea factory maximum price, they paid 205, 190, 180, 160 like this. 40 cents US dollar. It's nothing. I don't know thereafter how to continue our garden like this. We want to pluck tea leaves manually, no machine. In India, in China, they use machine. But our country, you can see everywhere women's pluck tea leaves. Why? Their salary very low. 1,000 rupees daily salary, $2.5 daily salary. It's very hard work. After 6 hours working, one woman can pluck maximum 15 kilos per day. It's very little bit. We want to cut the tree manually. We want to weed throughout manually. We want to add fertilizer 3 times per year. Thereafter, our farming not profitable for small farmers. I grow tea tree because I have land from my father. He started tea cultivation 1972. Now it's 50 years old. I was born on here, grew up here in tea garden. And this area I replanted year 2000. Now this plant 24 years old.
Wow.
Do you know I can use this plant 100 years? It means my lifetime I no need to replant again. Once every 10 days I can pluck tea leaves. And if you buy dry green tea powder, it's better 80 Celsius. But fresh green tea, we want to add 100 temperature boiling water. Now I'm going to add 100 temperature.
Thanks.
Yes. There's a bottle. You can open this bottle. There's a palm sugar. You can take one, little bit, eat and drink. Eat and drink. Don't mix with eat and
This
drink.
is palm sugar.
I'll add this to my espresso.
Uh-huh.
Where's the palm sugar from?
Palm tree. Yes. There's a very big tree we call trickle. It's a palm family tree. Palm tree. There's a trickle tree. Very big tree. The gold color syrup, it's a bee's honey. Gold color honey, bee's honey. Brown color syrup, palm honey. There's a difference. So yes, there's a bag we call tea leaves collecting bag. It's completely different shape. Not like your backpack. Normally your backpack, you use your shoulder. But this bag, we use our head. We won't use our head. It's very difficult. It's very hard. But we use our head because thereafter our hand free. Our hand free. It is easy to pluck tea leaves. It is easy to pluck tea leaves and we throw like this. We pluck tea leaves, we throw like this. This bag we can pluck 5 fresh kilo. Full of bags we can pluck 5 fresh kilo. 1 dry kilo powder need 5 fresh kilo. You can. Very baby light color leaves for make dry powder. Your favorite black tea, green tea, white tea, we make using same leaves. Especially in home, I make black tea, green tea and white tea using natural ways and basic tool. We will discuss step by step. Firstly, we will discuss about black tea. Black tea, this fresh leaves, first step, we want to slowly dry inside 10 hours. First step we call weathering. This one I plucked today morning and this one I plucked yesterday evening. Now you can see there's a difference. Fresh one and after weathering we can see like this. There's a difference. Very flexible. You can see it's very flexible like this. When it becomes soft, it's ready to next step. First step we call weathering. We want to inside water, 30% inside water we want to slowly dry. In home, I use this container and this rack for weathering. Normally I want to 10 hours. And maximum this rack I can weathering 10 fresh kilo. 10 fresh kilo. This step we call rolling. Now we want to roll. Second step we call roll manually like this. This basic roll manually I can roll very little bit. Maximum 300 grams. 300 grams like this. This rolling step more important for black tea. Yes, this rolling step more important for black tea because black tea color and black tea taste depends leaves inside juice. Now this step we want to inside juice extract out, come out and mix well. That's why we roll. Normally this rolling step minimum we want to 30 minute roll. 30 minutes we won't roll, but now I roll very little bit, sample for you. It's enough 1 minute, and after 1 minute later you can see more juicy leaves. And this one now we can continue next step. Next step we call fermentation. Now we want to fermentation. This fermentation completely different. No need at anything. No need at anything. Especially this juice. Now we want to mix with oxygen. Oxidize and fermentation. This fermentation we call oxidize and fermentation. Now this one we want to close 4 hours. Like this. We change to another container and we closed 4 hours. In home I use like this big container and like this metal container for fermentation. But tea factory they use glass room. After 4 hours later we can see like this. After 4 hours later we can see like this. Color change to brown color. And this one I rolled today 8:30 a.m. for my morning visitors sample. Now you can see after 4 hours later we can see like this. We can see color different and we can get nice smell. Now this one ready to last step. Last step we call dry. Tea factory they have dryer machine. They want 1 hour. But in home I use natural sunlight. Minimum I want to 6 hours. Minimum I want to 6 hours. We want to dry direct sunlight. And after dry direct sunlight, color change to black color. Like this.
So 10 hours rolled,
Yes.
air dried, and then
Yes, I will tell you.
Okay.
Fresh leaves, 10 hours weathering, 30-minute rolling, 4 hours fermentation, after 6 hours dry direct sunlight. Your favorite black tea we make like this. and thereafter we will discuss about green tea. You can buy green tea powder from your market. Do you know it come from same leaves, same plant. It want to different processing system. Green tea, first step, this fresh leaves we want to boil. This one I boiled today for make fresh green tea for you. I had green color leaves directly my teapot, but now you can see color different. After boil, this one you can see like this. And yes, there's a difference. I had green color leaves directly my teapot, but now color change. Especially green tea, we want to stop oxidize, no need fermentation. That's why we boil first. After boil, outside color different, inside chemical different, and thereafter it's not going to oxidize. There's a different green tea. Now this one we want to roll. Very slowly, 10 minutes we want to roll. 10 minutes. Black tea 30 minutes, but green tea we want to 10 minutes very slowly roll like this. Take sunlight. And after dry, our green tea you can see like this. Green tea taste depend more important. This boiling step, boiling temperature and boiling time. 70 Celsius, 30 seconds best. 30 seconds, very little bit. The tea factory, it is easy to use steamer. In home, it is easy to use hot water. I use hot water for boiling. And 10-minute roll, and after 6 hours dry direct sunlight. Your favorite green tea we make like this. There's a different black tea and green tea. Baby leaves, we want to slowly dry 1 week. 1 week, like this. After 2 days later, we can see like this. We put into like this container. After 2 days later, we can see like this. And after 6 days later, we can see like this. And now this one, tomorrow, after 1 week later, I want to crush a little bit and we dry direct sunlight 2 hours. 1 week inside, 2 hours direct sunlight. Factory made one, they no need to crush because they use this unopened area only. It's a very beautiful shape. But homemade one, we crush a little bit and we dry direct sunlight 2 hours. There's a different white tea. White tea, it want to different processing system. Minimum processing system, but it want to very baby light leaves. And there's our white tea. This one we crush a little bit, we dry direct sunlight, and thereafter our white tea. The red color variety. This red color variety, you can see leaves top very beautiful silver color. This top not silver color, this top very beautiful silver color. We can make special white tea we call silver tips. We call soursop green tea. Black tea with ginger, we call ginger tea. Black tea with jasmine flower, we call jasmine tea. But much more black tea, little bit jasmine flower. But we call jasmine tea. Black tea with mango, we call mango tea. Black tea with bergamot.
Bergamot.
Name difference. You know this name. Earl Grey. Do you know Earl Grey? Yes, Earl Grey. Earl Grey, it's a black tea with bergamot flavor. Thereafter name different. not like jasmine or mango. After add mango, we call mango tea, but after add bergamot, we call the special name Earl Grey. Earl Grey is a world famous flavor tea, black tea with bergamot flavor, different shape. There's our black tea. I add black tea like this, and there's our green tea. I add green tea like this, and now I am going to add white tea like this, and thereafter now I am going to add hot water. Especially I use spring water from my well. It's not chlorinated water. Thereafter you can get real tea tasting. And more important, timer. I make a timer for 1 minute. I make a timer for 1 minute, and I start 100. I add 100 temperature boiling water. Firstly, to black tea. There's our black tea. Firstly, you can taste, and thereafter you can take photo, because I add 30 seconds later. I add hot water for green tea. 90 Celsius, but I use 100 temperature boiling water. There's a green tea. Now I'm going to add hot water for white tea.
Here's coffee.
Na zdravje.
Na zdravje, yes.
Zdravje.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Prost. Very good.
Cheers. Texas.
Na zdravje.
Cheers.
Na zdravje.
Na zdravje.
Ten years. 10 lat. O, mieszkamy bardzo długo.
Yes, there's our black tea. First. And now, yes.
And we say cheers in Texas.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.
It's so hot.
Yes, you can drink slowly. Yes, white tea and black tea you can drink anytime. If you drink coffee, much more caffeine.
Because you want to cover up out of respect. So pants, cover up your shoulders, and same with men. As full-time travelers, we have to balance spirituality between just touristy things. So one of the things that we actually wanted to do was see this temple. It's called the Dowa Rock Temple. This was actually created in the 1st century in BCE, and it's one of the oldest temples in Sri Lanka. This cost 200 rupees, which is about 67 cents, to enter inside to see like the inside of the cave and everything. But the outside, you don't have to pay. There's a 38-foot carved out statue. And I think that was the most unique thing for me. But with that being said, I highly suggest going inside because it is absolutely beautiful. We actually sat down and meditated for a little bit. We pretty much had the entire building to ourselves for the most part. But one thing I would look out for is when we were looking at reviews for this place, we found a few people that said that a guide or someone acting as a guide would come in here and they would talk with you about the experience and the history about this temple, and then afterwards they would demand about 20,000 rupees, which is an absolute insane amount of money, especially for Sri Lanka. We thankfully didn't have this happen to us, but we were kind of weary of people that were coming up to us and talking to us, and we didn't really like that because we want to trust people. So just something to keep in mind. Maybe if someone's coming up to you saying they want to give you the history of everything, just make sure that it's free before, or that you can tip them just a small amount, but 20,000 rupees is absolutely insane. But this was an amazing temple. I highly suggest coming here. It was serene, it was quiet. This is definitely something I would suggest doing if you want to find something that isn't as touristic but also holds significant ancient history to it, and also some spirituality, because honestly, as travelers, I feel like you should do the fun touristic things like go to the amusement parks, go to the waterfalls, things like that, but also you want to experience the culture, and Buddhism is such a large part of Sri Lankan culture. So I highly suggest when coming to Sri Lanka, or really any country in general, that you take the time to learn about their culture, their history, and their religion. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you can give me any other information, or if I've gotten any information wrong, please correct me in the comments. I am completely open to people correcting me. I know some of you guys did that in my previous video in Anarana, and I really do appreciate that because I want to get the information right, and I want to respect your culture and religion. Also, just a fun little fact, while we aren't fully Buddhist, we love to practice Buddhism and learn more about Buddhism. And also, Isaac was a teacher in Nepal to the monk children at a Buddhist monastery, and I just find that so intriguing. That's one of the things that when I first met him, I just fell in love with, that he went to Nepal, lived in Nepal for I think 6 months, and was teaching English to the monk children at this monastery. So I find that very interesting. I thought you guys would too. And ever since finding that out, I've always been interested in Buddhism, but I really want to learn more and more about Buddhism, Hinduism, really all religions, because I consider myself spiritual, but I've never really considered myself one religion, so I want to learn about them all. In fact, I would love to know your opinion on if you want to hear about more fun touristic things, or if you want to hear about the more spiritual things, because while I feel like I post so much of the fun touristic things that we do, I don't really post more of the spiritual things that we do, like meditation, the temples, everything like that. So please write in the comments which one you prefer. And then after such a long day, we decided to try a new restaurant. This place is called La Mensa, and honestly, this might be my new favorite place. All of this food, this is rice and curry, cost $900 each, so $3 each. So I mean, can't beat that. So we have papadon, dal, red rice, okra, coconut sambal, green beans, and potatoes.
Cannot distinguish between me, my face, my hands, and the curry. For one,
You're all one?
it's all one. One with the curries.
Show me your Sri Lankan hand.
Last baby.
Well, that's everything for today. Don't forget, my name's Nini. I've been traveling full time with my boyfriend Isaac. We've been traveling for about 10 months now, and we post multiple videos a week. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.